Okay, I'm going to be making a ribbon joint to control the back here. Okay, and so I'm just going to hide my geometry. And with the ribbon, what we need to do is we're going to go back over to modeling to start off with, and we're going to create the ribbon geometry essentially. If I go into create and I go to create EP curve tool, okay, and I'm going to put this on 3 cubic for this one. I want to use the EP curve tool, so I get a point right here and also one over here. If I use the CV curve tool, I might not necessarily get that right away, and I have to do other magic tricks. So that's why I'm choosing EP. There. I'm going to hit enter. I made a curve, and I'm going to go and hit center. So then I'm going to move this over. Let's move it over like -3. I'm going to take this and make a duplicate. And with the duplicate, let's just move that over 3 units, +3. Okay, so I push this one back first, and then this one's forward. I'm going to go flying over into Surfaces, Loft. And in Loft, I'm just going to make sure we're on reset default values, nabs. I've thought of doing another trick where I do something similar. We're going to go in and use follicles in a moment, but I think you could actually turn this into polygons and you can use rivets. But I'm going to go with the popular method. We'll use follicles. Let's go ahead and hit it. Bloop. Loft. Okay, and with loft now I can get rid of these curves. Okay, and let's just call this ribbon. Ribbon, Batman and ribbon. Done. Next thing, I'm going to go out of modeling over into FX, and this is where I'll find N hair. So with N hair, what I want to do, edit, reset settings. How many joints do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my U count is going to be 6, okay? Because it's going to, this loft went across this way, so it's typically a unilateral. Then the V count, we want the V count to be 1, okay? 1 unit across. Then I also want on edge bounded, so that this is going to give us a proper amount of follicles. They're going to go right to the edge on either side of the surface. When I hit apply, bloop, there it is, we got follicles. Little bits of hair, and if I press play, nothing. Oh, they start to do funny things. They dance. Okay, now I'm just going to get rid of that hair system. Oh. And what else do I want to get rid of? I want to get rid of the paint effects hair. I want to get rid of the nucleus. If I open up this hair system of follicles, we're going to call this follicle group. Underscore, you're done. And I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of these extra curves here. It says curves, but these are transform nodes. Okay, so I'm just getting rid of the transform nodes. We don't need them. Keep everything simple. And I'm just going to do a quick renaming. I'm just going to take these and zip over to the rename section up here. And I'm just going to call them follicles. Follicle. And why did it call it 7, 8, 9? Okay, well, we'll just go in here and I'll just kind of quickly hand bomb this. Yeah, let's just hand bomb it. Just gonna copy that and then go down here, paste it, and know that if I paste it, you would think that I could do little tricks where if I paste it and I hit enter, yeah, I decided to go to 13 instead of 0, 3, which you'd think it would do, but whatever, it didn't do it. So just do this quick. Boing. I could come up with a bunch of different tricks to do this, but oh, that's not 6, that's 5. There we go, done. So I'm going to close this down. And next thing I want to do, so we got this ribbon here, okay, and we got these follicles, which we're going to constrain these joints to. So if I go in and I sneak my way in, and I grab this little follicle right here, come on, you bastard. Okay, there, I got it. And then I grab this joint. I can go into, we're in FX, I'm going to switch to rigging. I'm going to go into constrain, and I'm going to go to parento and maintain offset. And it looks like I've already got a constraint on this. So this is bad. Let's see, I already, because I've been horsing around with this stuff already. Okay, and I left these on. So if I grab this joint right here and I go right click, reveal selected, where are you? So pelvis is up here. There's all my back stuff. And there is my backs, 1, 2, 3. Let's just get rid of those. Anything else I need to worry about? There's a bunch of tail stuff in here too. Let's see, is there anything up here on the shoulders? No, it looks like I got everything. Okay, great. So let's close that up again. Let's try it again. If I select this and then I grab this joint, still got a freaking constraint on it. What did I miss? Oh, you know what it is? The constraint that I'm seeing is way down here. There's on the pelvis, gone. Okay, one more time. Grabbing that, and I'll give that a parent constraint apply. Then this one's going to be trickier to select. It's right there. Did I get it? No, of course not. There's follicle number 2. Grab that joint, apply. Follicle number 3. Grab that joint and apply. Follicle 4. This is why I kind of thought the names would be much more important. And what else? Anything else? Follicle 4. Why does it look like... Hold on a second. Interesting. I select this. Well, we'll see what happens. I should have started with a fresh spine. Grabbing this little follicle, grab that joint, and hit apply. Parent constraint is there. Just hold on a second. This one here didn't give me a parent constraint. Try this one more time. So if I go in, grab follicle number 5 and this joint, and I hit apply, still not getting anything right there. Okay, I've started this tutorial over several times because I keep coming across little things I missed, and this is my new thing I may have missed. We'll see how this goes. Actually, if I grab this right now and we do a quick test, if I go in and I grab a control vertice here and say here, when I move it, that's interesting. That one's not moving properly. The other ones appear to be moving. So if I go and I twist them, they're all fine. It's just that one right there. Pause. Okay, I'm not really sure what that was, but I did find a constraint and I just removed it and then I've just put it back in again, and yeah, it's kind of weird. I had to hunt it down in the outliner. I don't know why that is because I couldn't see it showing up here. Okay, but we're back. Unless I was smoking crack. Okay. So now what we need something to control this ribbon now. We know the ribbon will control the mesh here, right? Or not the mesh, the skeleton. Actually, that one's acting kind of funny too now. What's going on here? God, I'm going to pause. Okay, everything's working now again. Not sure what I did. I'll probably go back over the footage later and find what I missed, but it's working. So you do a soft selection. You can see when I pull that, these are totally controlling. They're hooking up to the surface. Okay, now we need something to control the ribbon. So to control the ribbon, let's go in here and I'm going to go to skeleton, create a joint there, and let's just go and hit one. I hit W to get to the move tool, and if I hold down V, I can snap it up here. I'm going to use the radius to make it a bit larger, so I know, let's say 4, that should be good. And we want to make another one of these, so duplicate, and grab the move tool, snap that up here, make another duplicate, snap it up here. And we'd like these joints to line up with these other joints that are down here, so if I were to grab that joint first and this one, and I go constrain, and I hit, we want to orient it. It's already pointed in the right direction, so we can just use the orient. I happen to know that my orient generally has maintain offset off, and the parent constraint usually has it on, so that's why I'm using it instead of going and using the parent because we're messing with any settings. So if I grab that joint first, then this one I hit G, it'll repeat the last tool command. Grab this one, and then this one I can hit G again, so it's lined up as well. So their axes are lined up perfectly. And we're going to go down here, and these joints, let's open them up. Open them up. Come on. Just get rid of this. Oh, ah, oh. And that one there is going to be my back underscore root. Actually, do I want to call it root, or let's call it hip? Hip underscore joint. Done. And then this one here, that's going to be my back underscore mid for middle. GNT, done. And what do I got? One more. That's going to be my back underscore shoulder underscore JNT, done. Okay, so I got all these joints lined up and they're labeled. And next thing I need is, well, we can go in and control the surface. So if I grab these three joints, grab the surface, and I go into skin, bind skin, and instead of joint hierarchy, we have it on selected joints. Book, done. And so now this controls the CVs on this thing. Okay, great. And then this one controls up here. Actually, there's a pretty good drop off there, so it's not actually too bad. I can do some weighting, and I can totally make it so that if I go into component mode, I got vertices on. I'm going to go into Windows, General Editors, Connection Editor, or not Connection Editor. I want to go to the Component Editor. I'm kind of an anti-skin weights, paint skin weights guy. I like to do it all through hacking through these things, right? It's a little bit easier. So if I grab, say, these groups of CVs back here, okay, because this is a CV curve, it's got an extra row of little vertices sitting right there. And I want those all on the back end. That makes more sense to have that on the hip. So I'm just going to make sure these are all set to 1. Done. And then this one here, that's going to be right into the middle one. And that's going to be 1. Here, I can drag this, make it bigger, and I'll hit 1. Enter. Okay. And actually, how come it's selected 4? I have 4 selected, and yet it's got more in here. Interesting. Okay, let's hope that I'm not messing anything up somewhere that I'm missing. Don't have a symmetry thing on. Okay, if I select one of these. Okay, I'm going to come to that later on. Anyway, this one here, we've got the back here and the middle here. So it's kind of being a little bit schizophrenic on which direction it wants to go on these. So what I'm going to say, I wonder if it's because I got soft selection on? Oh, that's weird. It is because I have soft selection on. So this one is set up to the back, middle. This one here seems to be going primarily to the middle. And these ones here are going to the hip. We'd like to blend these slightly. Like, actually, if I do a trick, like if I grab all of these and I select one of those, boop, there, I know that that's these ones are primarily the middle. This one here is that bottom one is the back one. So I can just adjust these, highlight them, and there's a little slider. I could put this into a position and do this, so like eyeballing it, but I'm going to say we want this 60% to, or this one here, these are the ones here primarily, we want that 60% to the middle. So I'll just drag this up till we get to like 60. I could type in the value too, but sometimes I also like to just point out this handy little tool, 0.4, 0.6. And then I'm going to go over, I'll select all these, and those are just give me that. I could go in here and turn off the hide 0 columns, and then I can find out what this is bound to. It's giving me all the freaking ones all over the place. So there's my middle right there. And let's say with middle, let's make this one, say 0.4. Okay, or it should be like 0.35. I'm not going to get too carried away by that. Anyway, you get the idea. This one here, These ones should be right onto the shoulder. I'll make sure it's 1. And then this one here, it's going pretty much 100% to the middle back, but I would like that 50-50 between that and the shoulders. So I'll take the shoulders and type in 0.5. And there we go. Done. And again, if I do a soft selection, you can kind of see how it's going to deform. Maybe if I give it a little rotator, see how it's going to bend into form and see if I'm getting kind of something I like. Looks good. Okay, what time are we at? I can't tell right away. Okay, so those are bound. Then we just need some controllers for the back. And if I go in and I create a NABS circle down here, I'm going to take the circle and I'm going to make a group on it. So I just hit Control G. Okay, that's also living under Edit, Groupola. I've just scaled it up a little bit and I'm just going to freeze it out. Okay, I'm going to take this joint right here and I'll grab the group and I'm going to put on let's go to constrain parent, and let's see what parent's got, maintain offset. I'm going to go in, turn that off, and I'll hit apply, pops it up there. I'll take this same group and I'll make a duplicate. Okay, the duplicate, I'm going to go over and grab this joint. Now this is the wrong order, so I could switch that. I can go to Object and make it so the group is selected last. Okay, I just went up there and did that. And I'm going to hit apply, and now we got constrained and oriented over there. I'll take this and make a duplicate again. Oh, and I got the joint selected when I made a duplicate, so let's not do that. Let's see, we've got the group here, make a duplicate of the group. And if I go over, grab the joint, switch the order, boop, and then hit apply, boom, now we got it oriented with the joint in here. Now the problem is the NURB circle is kind of a little bit funny. So actually, before we do anything crazy, I'm just going to go down here and clean up as I go. I ended up putting a few constraints on here. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, so there, I cleaned them all up. I can take the child and rotate the child. I'll hold down J, so it's kind of like lined up with the joint. This one here, same thing. And is that it? There it is. See, I'm rotating it. There's 90 degrees. As soon as I hit 90 degrees, it should be good. There. I want to get rid of that 90 degrees thing, so I can just grab the children and freeze them. Okay, and you'll see that the dirty numbers, all the offset information, is hidden here in the group node. And so that's going to be this up here. Let's go and type in shoulder underscore control. Done. And I'm just going to copy that. And then this is going to be the shoulder control underscore offset underscore group. Offset group. I used to be calling these dirty groups, but I think I'm going to change that name there. And then this is going to be my mid back underscore control. And I'm just going to copy the information and then fly up here, paste it in, and underscore offset underscore group. I just noticed that I keep calling it dirty group, and I've done that on my personal rigs for I don't know how long, but yeah, now it's just like I keep having to describe it as an offset group, and then suddenly I said, you know what, I should just stop describing it like that and just call it an offset group. It just makes more sense. Underscore offset underscore group. Done. So those things are all lined up now. And if I grab the controller, grab that joint, and I do a parent constraint, boop, they're done. This joint, doot, done. Curve, joint, done. And if I grab this and I move it, okay, it's going to stretch that ribbon, okay. If I were to go and hold down, or if I just rotate it, you notice it'll rotate this, I can rotate that, kind of control it. I do have a problem, one of my problems that I don't need therapy about. I kind of like it if this would move a little bit with these things up in here, right? Like, so when I move these, this just kind of offsets a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this middle back here, and what do we got? We got a group on here. We got an offset group. So I'm going to go in and make another duplicate of this group. I'm going to get rid of its child. It's got a little thing in there. Let's take this thing and I'm going to move it up here so it's kind of in the middle. And this one here is going to be my mid-back offset group, but it's this one here, offset, let's call it like it's an offset of the offset. Okay, let's do it again. Offset, offset, done, because I'm just trying to go fast. I'm not coming up with a good name for this. There, take this thing, parent it up in here. And now we've got offset, offset. And if I select this one first, then this one, and I grab that little offset, offset group, and I have parent constraint, I'm going to turn the maintain offset on, and I'll hit apply. And now when I grab this and I move it, we still got control. Okay, this thing is following along, and if I grab this one and move it, okay, there's some other constraints we have in the legs and stuff like that that I probably need to delete off this file. But there you go, I got all my back controls. I might want to consider some kind of other type of control as well as these. Let's be fast. I'll just go in here and I'll create a quick nerve circle. And I'll scale it up. And let's just go and hold down J. Actually, I should group it. I should take the group. And let's try and not be too quick and dirty about this. I'll take this thing and I'll just snap it up here. I'm just going to hold down J and rotate it. Make it a bit bigger so it's obvious that it's something special. I don't know, I could shape it a bit more. But anyway, this one here is going to be my body control. Okay, freeze out, freeze the children, delete the history. And if I grab this control, this one, and this one, actually I got to grab their offsets, so their upper offsets up here. There, those ones, and then I grab this controller last, and I press P. There's one controller to control them all. So this is going to move everything around, with the exception of all the stuff I got in the head. And I can probably hide my ribbon and my follicles. Okay, these are going to go into my do not touch group. And yeah, we definitely don't want to delete the history on this because of the skin clusters, etc., etc. And there it is. There's a ribbon control. Okay, let's stop.